Good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Welcome to APGA Tour Talk. Technology has given us a run for our money tonight, but we finally conquered. So we gonna get right to it, man. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. First and foremost, we want to shout out our sponsors, Worldwide Technology, Cisco. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all so much. Farmers Insurance, PGA Tour, MasterCard, Lexus, ADP. Thank y'all so much for supporting the tour. We couldn't do it without you. Shout out to the official ball of the tour, Encore Golf, man. We loving y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the team. Man, all right. I appreciate all of y'all for joining us tonight, man. If this is your first time tuning in, this is APGA Tour Talk, where we get it in with the players. Myself as a player also, but I'm the host, future world number one. So we gonna get it in, man. Just get to know these players tonight. Let them, let them talk about themselves. Kind of let you know a little bit more about us and what we do. So each week I try to bring a different player on. Tonight we got my man Wyatt Worthington. Let me go ahead and add my man Wyatt to the call. So if you could, this is your first time joining us, man. Just please hold your questions to the question portion. The question portion will be towards the end so that we can get to your questions. And because when we're into it, we don't really have time to stop and answer questions and all that. So just kind of hang with us and get your questions answered towards the end. Hope y'all having a great
My man, what's good with you, bro?
evening.
How you living?
My man, there you go.
Bro, I'm saying, man. I'm saying.
Look, technology tried to conquer us, brother.
Divine intervention, you know what I'm saying?
It failed. Okay, because we
here. Yes, sir.
That's it. That's it, brother.
Blessed,
That's
man.
it.
You know, just blessed.
Man, how's your
just
day,
blessed.
man?
Yeah. How you living, bro? I see you with some. You know
No
what
doubt.
I'm saying? I see you with some East Side.
Man, same, brother.
I see.
Same.
I might know
Oh,
a
you
thing
oh,
too.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, you know
Yeah.
about this right here?
Yeah.
When I saw this hat, I said, you know what? My guest tonight just might know something about this. So I'm gonna put this on and see if you recognize. Shout out to my boy
Earl,
Elijah
shout
Wan.
out
You
to
know
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
team
Over
over
at
at East
Eastside
Side,
Golf,
Marcus,
man.
all them, bro. The whole squad, bro. Stay East Side, bro.
Man, the whole team.
Yes,
Whole
sir.
team. Word, man.
No, I appreciate you
Well,
having
let's
me.
get right to it, man. We appreciate you joining us tonight, man. We appreciate you joining tonight, man. This is what I want tonight, okay? I want Wyatt to be Wyatt, okay? And I want you to kind of give us the real deal, uncut you version of, how you got into the game, how old you were, just your background and your family you got, just kind of get down to it. And I'm going to just let you have the floor, kind of educate us on how Wyatt got into the game, what golf has done for you. And then, we'll continue the conversation. And then later on in the portion of the show, we'll give the guests an opportunity to ask some questions as well. You cool with that?
I don't think I got a choice.
Man,
I'm over here. I did an interview with Doug and Will and Henny with the Beyond the Fairway, and I was like kind of, not contemplating, but like after I did an interview, I'm like, yo, what did I just do, bro? Just saying in the sense, I'm like, yo, I've never been that vulnerable before. And, I keep thinking like if a J. Cole line, don't give him too much shoe. As you know, I kind of keep to myself. I'll be in chill mode. But I say all that to say this, I'm getting out of my comfort zone a little bit and trying to open up a little bit more and give the people what they want. So I have you to blame for this, first and foremost. But it's all good. I appreciate this, man. I appreciate this. So
I'll take the blame, bro.
I guess we're gonna get into this. How did I get into the game?
I will take the blame.
You said you want the real?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. You gonna let me get my
say it like that because ain't no pressure over here. I just want you.
Gotcha.
I want you to be real.
Man. I appreciate it.
I want you to be real
Right.
enough. I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
Yeah, we all come. We
All right,
comfortable here on Tour Talk.
I'll give you a
Okay.
version that most people don't know.
Definitely.
So I guess if you get your Googles up, you type in my name.
Okay.
I don't know why you would, first off, but if you somehow would do something such as that, you would look up and see that, you know, I played in the PGA Championship. I got a lesson from Tiger Woods, so on and so forth. But I'm actually going to have to, you know, peel it back another layer. And like I said, give the people a little bit more me. I actually, Tiger influenced me to, you know, become a professional golfer, but I'll get to that. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. How I got introduced into the game was actually my pops. You know, shout out to World War I, the original. And he, after work, I have a sister for those who don't know. And after work, he would go in the summertime. He would just take us to the driving range. And at the time, we were like kids, bro, like kids. And golf, nobody was really messing with golf. Like, no disrespect. But like everyone's like golf, like, yo, who's doing that? You know, everyone, you know, growing up was into reactive sports. Like you play football, basketball, soccer, something in motion, right? And you know, I think with persistence that my dad did over time was he kind of wore us out over the summertime, and randomly we would just, for the most part, just, you know, flip over them green basket joints and just watch my dad hit balls. And then like one like random day caught me slipping, like random day. I picked up one of his clubs, and my first shot, I got the ball up in the air, and I fell in love with it right then and there. I mean, I was just like, yo, you've been hiding this from me this whole time? And little did he know, you know, he's like, bro, I've been trying to put you on game this whole time. Like, just the exposure alone at a young age, right, was like a blessing. Now that I look back at it, and going a little bit deeper, you know, now I got the bug, right? Now I'm like heavy in the rotation. I'm deep into it. And well, this is like around like 8.
Now, what age is this?
8, 9, 10, right in there. And I was playing soccer at the time too, and I was way better soccer player. Okay. Just naturally gifted, not flexing or bragging by any means, just from what other people would have told me. For those who don't know, I get down with the people. But I as the summer went on, you know, like my dad used to get us a bucket of balls, and we ran out. My dad went to go, you know, re-up. And keep in mind, I'm 8, 9, 10 years old. You know, my awareness of my surroundings not all the way there. And my sister, I'm from Ohio originally, and my sister, you know, was just bored at the moment. So she's, you know, picking up dandelions, grasshoppers, and whatnot, not paying attention to her surroundings as well too, right? And I end up taking the club back, and then I felt contact. I'm like, that's weird. Like, I ain't hit no. And then I looked, as soon as, like, everything just stopped, slow motion, like the Matrix style. And I looked over to my sister. I clocked her right in the head. Boom. Panic mode. Like, my life, like, I'm dead. I'm gonna get whooped. Like, yo, this is curtains. Like, yo, let me fill out my, you know, get my casket and everything. It's gone. And I tell my sister, because I'm in sheer panic, right? I'm a kid. I'm like, please, whatever you do, don't cry. Like, we gonna get this right. We're gonna fix this. Keep it. As soon as I said don't cry, literally a pool of blood is gushing out of her head. Like, this is real talk. I'm pouring out my heart and soul. And she's screaming bloody murder, right? So my dad's like, you know, like near the pro shop, comes in screaming like, yo, what happened? And, you know, rush her to the hospital. That was probably like the longest, probably like 15, 17 minute drive in my life. Because I was like, yo, he's gonna whip me. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, like, I'm already like a bad enough kid as is. Like, I'm like testing the waters and stuff like this, but this is the one where it's like, okay, yeah, this is how it is. So I'm in the back seat applying pressure to my sister, you know, my sister's wound, and just shook. Yeah, scared to death. She ended up, long story short, she ended up getting some stitches, and on the way back out, going way back to the hospital, I was like, this is how it's gonna go down. I'm like, yo, I already know he's gonna get the belt or something like that, and like, yo, this is just gonna be one of those ones where it's gonna end. And he kind of set me down as like, yo, I know this was an accident. It wasn't intentional. Just try to be careful of your surroundings. But most people don't know. Now I'm exposing. Now I'm getting messy with it, right? You got me a little bit in my comfort zone. Beforehand, when I was 2 years old, my sister hit me in the broom, and I had to get stitches. So like my parents. I can't confirm or deny any accusations.
Oh, that sounded on purpose. Was it on purpose?
I'm just like, what went down, right? And the person who I am,
okay.
I got stitches, went back to the hospital. As soon as we got back to the crib, I yanked them joints out, and we had to go back. Yeah, I was that kid. So, bro, can't even explain it. So people, like we kind of joke around, like, all right,
okay,
we calling this truce. Like, you got me, I got you. We can, throw the white flag out and keep it, or white flag up and kind of keep it moving. So, I had that trauma, with my sister's accident, and I didn't touch a club. I laid them down. I was like, yo, never again. I'm never gonna do this again. Like, why would I? And then I focused heavily on soccer. I won states, and I played forward, midfielder, and I excelled at it pretty well for a short period of time that I played. And I ended up in one of the games, like I got hurt, and then like I busted up my knee, and then pretty much like I couldn't play soccer anymore, let alone like that kind of reactive sport. So like while I was trying to do the road to recovery, the maintenance and recovery stage, then golf came back to me. And this was like around like 13, 14, right around there, and that's when I got the lesson from Tiger Woods. And then we started to fast forward to, I was like, oh shoot, this is what I want to do. Like, I see a man who looks like me, that I can relate to, and he's having a huge impact in all these, black and brown people's lives. And I was like, bro, like, imagine me chasing my dream and living out my dream, and yet having a huge impact on, not only getting people exposure because people don't know what they don't know, especially coming from where I come from. You're a product of the environment just like everyone else is. And not, if I didn't have that exposure from the Tiger Woods Foundation, I'm a first tee of Columbus kid, thanks to Jerry Hammond, let me be one of those selected kids. Like, the altar of, or the course of my life would be completely different if I didn't have that experience. So, yeah. Sorry to be a little, blabbermouth and whatnot. Just ranting on. Okay. Yeah. And furthermore,
this is what it's all about.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
All right. Just let me know. So,
that's what we're here for.
Finding like my best friends, my core, my circle, my tribe, if you will. Being in the first tee of Columbus, I still talk to them to this day. Group text, we link up, all that, and we would push each other just to try to be better, and just do whatever it takes. Like, it's just I'm blessed to have that experience, because most people, especially that play golf, I'm not going to say it's a lonely sport, but you spend a lot of time alone if you're trying to like perfect the craft and do that nature. So blessed to have that experience. Grew up with them, middle school, high school, and then college kind of came around, and I was like, had a conversation with my parents. I was like, yo, I want to play professional golf. I've had a pretty good junior golf career, and they was like, nah, you get an education. And lo and behold, they won that one. So I had to go to college, and I went to, I won't even say the name of it, won't even plug them, but I went to a school down south, and I actually had to try out for tryouts. And like, people don't really like understand or fathom that, like, yo, how do you try out for tryouts? So I guess back then there was like I guess a pre-qualifier for the qualifier of tryouts, right? And it's crazy, right? Never in my life, and I already like looking at people's scores and whatnot. I was like, oh, I was shooting those scores, in freshman year in high school and everything. I feel as though I can hang, and I just had a terrible experience. I tied the course record as soon as I stepped on the scene. And you're talking to an individual who did not play one collegiate tournament ever in my entire life. Ever. Like, ever in my entire life. So, and most people don't know as well, too. I was the first African American to ever play on that team. So, it's crazy.
Now what school is this for the people that missed it? Say that again.
Them, but school down south, because like if I give them, props, I don't even say props, but if I give them that type of exposure, man.
You don't even want to put their name on.
Most people already know what time it is, and I'm pretty sure you can Google it right now because you can see what it is. So not to give people more research to do about me or any reason to research me, but. Yeah, it was terrible, man. I ended up quitting golf. I went through a crazy depression, and I had suicide on the mind. It was freshman year of college. Yeah, freshman year of college.
What age was this?
Sophomore year. I quit junior year. Yeah, it was just terrible. And like I felt as though like my purpose in life was kind of taken away. And then when I wanted to like transfer and get out of there, like none of my credits would transfer over because it's a private school. Then I would just have to start the process all back over. And so I'm over here thinking in my head, like, bro, like I'm already going through it. Why would I want to try to prolong that? So I stuck it out, got my business degree first and foremost. And for those who don't know, it's called PGA Professional Golf Management. So like you can be, as soon as you get out of school, you do your level, level 1, level 2, level 3. You take your playing ability tests a little bit, and you have to take these tests, and then next thing you know, while you're doing internships, and if you go the school route, as soon as you graduate, you pretty much get your Class A card. So I go deep and heavy into the workforce in Columbus, Ohio, and it's like, just when I thought I hit rock bottom, like it just kept going under. I had another terrible experience. My first introduction into the golf industry, right? So like it's been a rough go, to say the least. And I don't want to harp and just be like, woe is me or all negative, but I always try to, be positive and focus on me just trying to, focus on the destination where I'm trying to go. I already know it's going to be a bumpy road, regardless, because you already know when it comes to us, the saying goes, you have to work twice as hard just to get half as far, right? So, like I said, I got thrown into the workforce hardcore, had a terrible experience again, and, but I never lost the passion of like always what I wanted to do. I was like, this is always going to be a setback, and it's going to paint the story even better once I get inside the ropes, and I'll have more experiences that I can relate to people, as opposed to someone who has like a cookie cutter aspect and no really hurdles in life, and they kind of just got their monopoly on went straight to go and collect their $200, right? So what I'm saying, and that's, I feel as though most of us, especially on the APGA Tour, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I would assume most of us, didn't really have an easy route, especially when it comes to, access to a facility to go play and practice, sponsorship dollars, the proper coaching that it takes, everything bottled in what it takes to get inside the ropes, right? I feel as though a lot of us have great talent, and can harness that if given the right opportunity. So, I went through a bad patch, like I said, when I got into work first, and I still had those like suicidal thoughts and depression as well too. And I was like, bro, I always wanted to play. So I started playing like section events and things of that nature, and I started to win. And then I kind of shifted gears and I started teaching. This is like around 2014, 15, somewhere around in there. Excuse my memory is a little bit off. And I played in my first I played in my first PGA championship in 2016. So
it's all
having
good,
that
man.
experience um, was unreal, right? Because I feel as though on so many levels, actually, that the people was there to show love and actually have my back, and they wanted me to win. They wanted me to do well. And I'm like, man, if y'all only knew like what is going on, like just not inside the ropes. So bro, like I'm going through it. I have no money. I just even me getting there and just trying to figure everything out. It's just been unbelievable hurdles. But at the same time, I love the challenge, and I'm not going to deter because I feel as though in our DNA, we have resilience. We have perseverance, and that's what it takes. And those are, great attributes that my parents instilled in me, that, never giving up and always just trying to, just do what it takes. I mean, like the real knows that at the end of the day, like, and only you can tell yourself that inner voice, like how bad you want it, right? And I've always, told myself when I was that kid what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop until I get to where I want to go. And I pretty much had a late start compared to, I guess, even the peers when it kind of comes to the APGA Tour. But I've had different accolades that most of the APGA Tour hasn't had. So like I've only been trying this like, like a year, maybe
Absolutely.
2 max, but I'm still, working and doing that to try to, stay afloat and, keep my PGA Tour card. So I would love to try to like transition and do this full time, because that's always been my passion. And I've loved the experience when it comes to the golf industry of, giving other kids like that look like us exposure and giving them, something to do and, learn about, just the morals of this game, the integrity of this game, just the responsibility that this game has and how it can correlate to life so much. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I mean, I can keep on going on and on, but yeah, my bad. Mhm.
Bro, so
Yeah.
first let me pause and just tell you like how amazing like it is to hear you tell your story, to hear you speak your truth, to hear you tell exactly what
Yeah.
what it what it's been like, on this journey. And I mean, just going through that, and like I said, I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into deep
Mhm.
details and all that. You told us enough to know pretty much the ideal of what you dealt with, like through feeling like you wanted to, in your life, through going through depression. What is it? Can you just give us specifics of, what is it that keeps you going? What is it that keeps you winning? What is it that keeps you
Mhm.
driving? Because you played in
Yeah.
2 PGA championships,
Yeah.
not just that one in
And the
2016.
Rocket
You
Mortgage
just played
playing
in
as well
one
too. Shout out
last
to
year.
Detroit. So yeah.
So exactly. But you won a tournament to get you into that. So like now I understand a lot more about, where these unbelievable rounds of golf from Wyatt Worthington are
Yeah.
coming from. There's a fire burning inside that none of us know about, because a lot of us don't
Yeah.
get to share our story. A lot of us have no idea
Mm-hmm.
how we got into this game, what we've been through in this game.
Yeah.
And just to
Come
hear
on.
you talk about this, man, it's inspiring, it's amazing. You got me fired up. So just kind of tell us, what is it that's continuing to make that fire burn,
Yeah,
to
that's a
make you
great
feel like
question,
you
man.
still
And
have
and
what it takes
sometimes I
and will
kind of
be on the PGA
ask
Tour one day.
myself that as well too. And it's from so many different lenses that I can answer that question. One is that I personally always felt is if I had the right opportunity and the right circumstances or pretty much let's just go, if I had equality, right, compared to, some of our peers have in this in this golf industry, I feel as though like I have what it takes to make it out on the PGA Tour. And I'm not saying that like in no braggadocious way or any like trying to flex on nobody, because I don't feel as though I'm, better than anyone, but I feel as though that just on a self-belief level, you know what I'm saying? That like I feel as though like I can do this. And I've seen it so
Absolutely.
much as well too. Like, I played with kids in high school that are on tour now, and it's like, bro, like, I was playing them, and what I was fortunate enough. I'm gonna let
Giving them that work.
you said that, not me. I'm just saying I was
You was
fortunate
giving them
enough
that
to
work, bro.
shoot some
You
good
don't have to
scores
tone down.
at a
You was
young
giving them
age.
that work.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And the
it
thing
is
that
what
like
it
I saw
is.
like a huge separation, and I saw it like when
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
little as well too, is the bread. Like it's like I grew up on driving ranges. And, like I'm not proud of it,
Right.
but like I've snuck on golf courses and got kicked out and stuff like that. Like but like if anything, like I feel as though like just if you just look at the intention, right? Because it's like, man, I just love this sport so much. I feel as though like I can, I can do some good if just play the sport, and then it can, be perceived as like, yo, we just got this legit, just over here, just sneaking on the course, like he's just, another juvenile. It's like, nah, it's not even like that. Like I don't want no problems. I don't want no trouble. I just want to, just be great. And I feel as though, like I said, I have what it takes to get inside the ropes. And to answer your question, what keeps me going is I guess like a promise I made to myself, but more importantly, the more that I kind of chew on it right now, and that we're just freestyling, is just like my purpose in life. Like I feel as though like I I can do a lot of good, being inside the ropes. Not saying I can't do good outside of the ropes, because I feel as though like I've had, you don't really know like your impact on people until they open up and share. And I got so much of that, just sharing that, beyond the fairway joy. And I was like, I was taken back, because I was like, bro, like I had no idea. Like, I'm just living my life, just trying to, make myself a better person each and every day. And not knowing that, I'm just over here just giving, spreading, positive energy to all these other people and things of that nature. And I guess that's even just a purpose in itself, just to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just always want to keep proving to myself that like I have what it takes, and I'm going to get there. Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that alone is enough. Like people be like, well, what
Yeah.
exactly keeps you going? Like, there's no specific answer.
Yeah.
Like, your truth is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you just said, that's what it is. That's what keeps you going.
Likewise.
And I'm just
Right.
happy to know you. I'm just happy to be on this journey and that our paths have crossed. And, just from what I've seen over the years,
Mm-hmm.
like, I know for a fact that at any point,
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt can take off and throw a couple 65,
Yeah.
64s at you.
Come on,
And
bro.
when he do it,
Yeah.
he do it so smooth, you don't even know he did it. Because you get done and you be like, hey, how'd you play today,
Yo.
man? Yeah, I played all right, man. What'd you shoot? 64.
Here
You
we
shot
go.
64? You was like, yeah,
Here we
man,
go.
a couple putts fell,
Mm-hmm.
I hit a couple. I hit it close a couple times. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you,
So
so
yeah,
you want me to just come
but
out
that's
swinging and just
just
like, yo,
that's just Wyatt.
I put
That's just Wyatt.
put 8 of them head tops on. You know what I'm saying? Eight of them things. That's what you want me to go crazy? You want me to bring like another side out? Like I'm over here cooling. Like I said, I don't want no
Hey,
problems. I just want to get better, shoot some scores in the 60s, get inside the ropes. Major peace and blessings. But like if that's the side you want to see, maybe I can just
yeah.
special occasion.
Hey, man. Hey,
Like
I'm just
like,
telling you that.
nah, other
I'm
way
just telling you
around,
that
bro.
I'm glad to know
Other
you.
way around.
Okay, that's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. I got a couple questions I'm gonna throw at you. All right. What advice would you give aspiring young minorities that are chasing their dreams?
Let me ask you a question real quick to better answer your question. Do they have bread or do they not have bread?
Okay.
Let's make it.
Well, I mean, I guess this
Okay.
question, if we go to
Yep. Yep.
majority it's going to be a no. Like, what would you say to just the individual itself, whether bred or not bred? Can you make it like a neutral question? I mean, a neutral answer.
Someone who's chasing it right now, and the younger generation that's coming up, I would say as long as you don't lose your passion and your fire and the obsession of getting better, you will get there. I know in this world that, especially now more than ever, it's instant gratification, right? Like everybody's like, yo, I want it now. But like in this sport and in this game, like, yo, you gotta put the time in. You can't cheat the grind. Like you can put in crazy hours and still not get the results like in other sports and see like an outcome. So it's like it's not as linear, it's up ebbs and flows, crazy. And just when you think you got to figure it out, then golf guys come in and fix that tune for you. But for the younger folks that's coming up, always have that drive, always have that passion of always trying to get better, because you have to understand there's someone that's on the other side of the country or on the other side of the world that wants it just as bad as you, and you have to try to give yourself that next edge to separate yourself. So yeah, always have that drive and pride in your work. You want some more? I can go cliche route now if you want me to.
Okay. Well answered. Well answered. I got another couple questions for you. And this one is a multi question in one.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and just give you the whole question. Okay. What is your lowest score? Your favorite course? Your favorite.
All right, I ain't gonna remember all that, bro. All right, I can give you. Come on, what you doing? All right. No, I got. No, man, we good. I can. I got the first one.
All right, well, I give it to you one at a time. What's your lowest score?
6-0.
What's your lowest score?
Yeah, shot that. 71. Well, technically 72. Technically 72, but everyone plays as a 71.
So 11 up.
71 to answer your question. Yeah, 11. Technically, but
so 12 under.
12, but everyone,
11
like I said, like it's played in a tournament, which is where it was at the Shriners at TPC Summerlin. It's played as a 71, so 60. Yeah. Bro, that's tough, man.
Okay.
How you gonna do like
and
that?
What is your favorite course? I'm gonna just tell you, right. Who did you like that? Your boy did you like that? That's who want to know. Mr. Can't Stop, Won't Stop down there. Yeah, that's who want to know what your favorite.
I would say
he putting you on the spot.
Merrifield Village has a special place in my heart. I've caddied for Jack Nicklaus there. When I worked there, met Tiger when I was working there as well too, and just worked there. And that's being from Columbus, Ohio, the east side of Columbus, Ohio. There's a little plug there for you. I always had a special place of having that opportunity to play inside the ropes at home. So Merrifield Village would probably be the one. But I mean, worked, loved Seminole Golf Club. If we just going for like just vibes, I might have to give it to like the golf club, maybe, man. The golf club. If you ever heard of that, if you ever been to Ohio, if not, pull up. I can't get you on there. It's in Ohio. Yeah, in Ohio.
It's in Iowa?
Golf club. Yep. Also on the east side.
In Ohio, the golf club?
Here nor there. But east side.
Okay.
East, I think I say east side. Yeah.
East side. You said the east side, right?
All right.
Okay. All right. East side. Okay.
Man, the one that works. Shoot.
So what's your favorite club in the bag?
What we talking about, bro? The one that's cooperating, the one that this might sound a little cliche. I don't think I have a favorite club in the bag, because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't put it in the bag regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though, like, if I don't got a club in the bag I like, that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? That's some negative energy, and I don't need that in my life. I've had enough of that already. So I'm trying to get a cleanse, get my spirituals and get my woo-saws on, our woo-saw up. And I think, I love them all the same, man. I love them all the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
I hear you. I hear you. You know I hear you, right? But I'm also a professional
all
golfer,
right, all right.
so
Mm-hmm. Go
I'm
ahead.
calling BS on that, all right? Because all
Word.
14 of them
All
can't be
14?
your favorite. Yeah, yeah.
What you?
All 14 of them can't. No, can't be your
Okay.
favorite. All 14 of them,
I
you
know.
can like all
I'm
14
listening.
of them.
I'm
Now I
not
ain't say
hearing.
which club
I'm
you like.
listening.
I did not ask that. That wasn't the question. The
Mm-hmm.
question wasn't,
Gotcha.
hey Wyatt, what
Mm-hmm.
club do you like? That ain't,
Favorite.
no. That's not what I said. My question
The
was,
bag.
what is your
Yeah. Yeah.
favorite
Yeah,
club in the
I'm gonna
bag?
stay solid on this
Favorite.
one. I'm gonna go with all
Yeah.
14 of them bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't wavering. I ain't folding. I see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? As a professional golfer such as yourself, but I think I'm gonna go with all 14 of them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They could.
Okay.
Yeah, they could be listening. They could be listening right now. So you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I don't want. I don't,
We'll see. We'll see.
all
We'll
right.
see. Okay. Well, we'll see if
Yeah.
that answer stay.
Yeah.
You can text me the truth.
I
You
got
gonna
you.
text me some other stuff.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
You can text
Yeah.
me the real answer unless your clubs can read your text messages. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
All right. So what's
Yeah.
your best golf moment? Because I know
Facts.
you've
Yeah.
had a lot of them,
You know,
man.
had
I mean,
hole in
2
ones,
PGA
had double
championships
eagles, but
alone.
you know, the more that I'm trying to have a better understanding in coping with life, um, especially some things that happen behind the scenes as of late, I would say like, you know, spending time with my dad and playing golf with my dad. That would probably be my dope moments, just bonding with him, you know, growing up and having that father son time. Yeah, that would probably be. Oh yeah, 100%.
Any particular
Oh, anytime I
situation,
beat him.
other
Yeah,
than
anytime
just
I
in
beat him,
general
and I do
overall,
remember them
you and your
all. So
dad,
yeah,
like
I remember the
any
first time I
one
beat him. It was at
situation you
Blackwood Golf
remember?
Course. Yeah, yeah. I was. It was quiet on the ride home. I'll just leave it at that. It was real quiet, real whispers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, 13, 13.
How old were you?
Yeah, he was a
You was
customer. I was giving
13
him
when
that
you
business.
first
Yeah,
gave your
yeah.
dad that
But
work.
I mean, but you have to understand the, you know, my dad also, I guess, lit that fire within me and gave me that hunger. So like all the trash talking every time he beat me, you know, on the rides home and stuff like that. So I was like, nah, man, I can't have that happen. So yeah, yeah, I'll give, yeah, I'll give it a pass, man. I'll give it a pass. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, let's shift gears a little bit, man. How long have you been playing on the APGA Tour, and kind of just
Woo.
tell us what the APGA Tour has done for you and what it means to you?
Probably a little different. So my first like APGA Tour joint was, when was that? I want to say it was like 2016. I played at I think I played at Chester, Washington. Or no, I would say it was
Okay.
because I played with Nash. It was in at Rogers Park in Tampa. I think it was 2016. But and then I played one other one in 2016.
Okay.
At Chester, Washington, LA. And then like, you know, like I said, I got thrown in the
Okay.
just kind of maybe once in 2017. And then I kind of just started playing a little bit. I didn't play at all in 2020. I played a little bit in 2021. So like real talk, like kind of like last year was kind of like my first like kind of yeah, which is
Yeah.
crazy enough because it's like I've kind of like had a
Okay.
later start than
Okay.
everyone. But yeah, probably like last year was like the first like step on the scene. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And, and any sentimental moments with them? Anything particular, you know, that the tour itself has done for
Um,
you, your game,
well,
kind of anything you can
first
think
just the APGA
of?
as a whole, right? Because like you have to understand, like even like my college experience and even you know growing up in you know high school and things of that nature, I was always you know the one of one. You know, the first African American to do this, first African American to do that. And I'm appreciative and blessed to have those opportunities, but like, and I played in like all these other tours and things of that nature. But like when you come to the APGA, you kind of feel at home. like it's people that's actually experiencing and going through it exactly what you're going through as well too, and you kind of feel like you can relate on a totally different level than you can with other tours and stuff like that. So just even having that avenue and that venue, to let us you know display our skills on that platform is definitely greatly appreciated on the APGA Tour. Like me personally, I wouldn't be able to play all the nice courses that we played like last year, like what was it, like Harding Park, and just I mean the list goes on and on. Like I mean you can look it up on the website. TPC Louisiana, like all these joints. Valhalla, yeah. They run up the classic joints, right?
Yeah, Valhalla.
I wouldn't have access to that
classic.
if it wasn't for them. Oh, I'm tripping at TPC Sawgrass where they're playing the players right now. First time I've ever stepped on the scene. I wouldn't have had that opportunity because if I do recall, I'm not trying to, you not only you were there, but we did.
I was there.
Yeah.
We did a dope interview.
We spent that one time.
We did a dope interview.
But
yes, we did.
If I'm trying to recall, because you worked there, and I know you would know better than I would, like how much they taxing over there when it comes to them green fees. I'm assuming it's like, yo, is that caddy?
Right now it's like $750 for 18 holes. Yeah, that's just to sign up. That's just to go out on the golf course.
Like I said,
yeah. You can get somewhat of a better rate if you stay at the hotel because they got packages. But like if you just call and you just want to come out there and play 18 holes,
they running it up. So like
it's
I
gonna
said,
be
if it wasn't for the APGA Tour to give me that experience and that exposure at that high caliber golf course, like it wouldn't help me. Or excuse me, it would help me also get to the the next level. So I also got to give kudos to that, and they're only growing and doing bigger and better things, and I'm happy to be a part of it, and anything that I can do, a better job for them, I'm obviously here for it, just like everyone else is, including this interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wyatt. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. I'm appreciating you giving me your time tonight, man, hanging out with me, kind of giving me and the followers the insight on Wyatt that we wouldn't normally or otherwise have, and we appreciate that. My hope through Tour Talk is that people see these and they get invested in these players and they want to support us. Whether it's we're a tournament in their city and they want to come out and see us, or whether it's monetary, they say, hey, I want to support that guy, or whether it's just them following you on your journey and being that extra cheerleader, in the corner. That's my vision for Tour Talk. So I wanna thank you for not denying me tonight and coming on and
I don't know about that
to us, man. But you're not off the hook yet, man, because I want to know. It's a few more things that I want to know, man. I want to know where does Wyatt see Wyatt
on the
in the next 3 years?
I mean, it's that simple. PGA Tour hoisting a trophy. Like if I don't, like this is just me speaking personally. Like if I'm not aiming to try to be the best, then why am I doing it? Like what's the point of me just trying to be mediocre or just kind of get through the cut? Now, is it going to be, challenging to get there? Of course, but shoot, anything that's hard, worth holding on to ain't going to be easy. So, like, I'm not shying from the challenge at all. So, I'll be on the PGA Tour in 3 years. And where would you see me? Shoot, probably still low key off the grid somewhere. I'll probably be seeing you on the tour too. Shoot, what am I talking about? Shoot, I'll be getting a practice. If I can get a practice round, if I can get a practice round with you.
Hey, man. Hey,
I'm still waiting
I received
on that. I'm still waiting. Still waiting.
That.
Yeah.
I'll be honored, brother. I would be honored. I will be honored, man. We actually were supposed to have a practice round together at the Gym Thor.
Yeah.
But we know why that didn't happen because they wanted to charge $130 for a practice round, and that just ain't happening. So that unfortunately that fell through. But
Hmm.
anyways, man, so when you make it to the PGA Tour, right? What avenue do you see? Do you see that of being a year on the Corn Ferry Tour, playing your way there, or do you see getting into another PGA Championship and winning, or do you see Monday qualifying? Like, how do you vision the
Yeah,
PGA
yeah,
Tour,
yeah.
or do you
No,
just feel like
I've
3
thought about
years
the
that's where you
process,
see
and
yourself
like
and
the
you haven't
funny
really
thing is,
thought
like, you
about the
want to
whole?
tell, make God laugh. You tell him your plans, right? Because, like, I mean, prime example is fresh right now. Like, you look at I don't know the name.
Yes.
Maybe like Eric Cole and like Ryan. I forget his name, Ryan Gerd or something like that. I apologize for me chopping up his name, but like they Monday qualified right for the Honda. They got through top 10 the joint, and now I think they got to like Puerto Rico or whatnot, and they pretty much like have their status. And I think if you ask them, that's not how they kind of foresee their trajectory kind of going off, right? So like my goal that I can control and my internals is to just focus on trying to get better each and every day and trying to hone in my skills and just keep shooting low numbers. What that kind of looks like in my head, I'm not saying that it's going to happen that way, but getting through the Corn Ferry this year. I got through second stage twice, 2 years in a row. And try to do some Monday qualifiers, and let's just put it out in the air, man. Let's go for 3 PGA championships. You know what I'm saying? Let's make that happen. I don't know where it's going to be at this year, but let's just hope I can pull up and
Yes, sir.
and show out and just be just that extra voice and that extra exposure and inside the ropes, because at the end of the day, like, we need more. What's the word I'm looking for? We need more. Not particip not participation. I'm gonna need some help on this one. We need more wow, not diversity. Dang, I'm blanking out.
Diversity.
And I know I'm gonna remember and I'm gonna shoot you with the text, but we just need more just representatives, excuse me, on the PGA Tour. More representation. Thank you. Wow. Appreciate you helping me out with that one. I
Okay.
was struggling
More
and you didn't say,
representation.
but it's all good.
Yeah.
You gave me
Yeah.
room. You gave me room to grow. You
Yeah.
gave me room to
No,
grow.
you good. You good. But
I know you was like, bro, what is this man to like? Diversity, inclusion, like, right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was just,
yeah,
I know either, bro.
right.
I know what you were saying.
Yeah.
So many
But
things that could have filled in the
representation
blank there. So many. It
is
was
I
so
feel as
many.
though that's one thing that we need on the PGA Tour. It needs to be more of a melting pot. And I feel as though like this, the APGA Tour is,
Absolutely.
developing, guys' crafts and giving them a platform and a place to play to try to hone to get to the top. So yeah, whether it be Mondays I get to the PGA Tour, whether it be the PGA Championship, whether it be the Corn Ferry route, go that route, I'll take all the above. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave possibility open, and I think that's one of the things that me personally, like, I'm going along with my journey. If I'm
Okay.
so just focused on, I don't want to say limitations on the route that I want to do it, then imagine so many other opportunities that you can let pass if you don't be open to receive your blessings, excuse me. So, yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I well said. And I agree
Man,
totally.
hey, you and
And
me both.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
My man,
You know what I'm
my man.
saying? I can't wait to see it, brother. Well, this is that time that I'm gonna give the viewers an opportunity to shoot some questions at you. Right now, I got one from Lyle Henry. Lyle Henry want to know, how do you prepare for a PGA tournament? Like, what is your preparation? Kind of give us a little insight on. Let's just go back to
PGA Championship was
was the
before, so that
PGA
was like around
Championship
May
before or after the Rocket Mortgage?
for the tour. Yep, and that was July.
Oh, so the Rocket Mortgage was the last event you played in the PGA Tour. All right, so let's go to that one. How
I
did
mean,
you
if you want me to
prepare for
keep
the
it
Rocket
a
Mortgage?
buck,
Like,
keep
what
it
was your
stag with you,
preparation?
I didn't
Give us
really have.
a rundown.
All right, I didn't really have time to prepare. Um,
Oh,
I
please,
think a
always.
lot of people don't know exactly what goes on behind the scenes, especially when it comes to, like, when you get, I don't want to say an exemption because I kind of earned my way, but like when you have like obligations to do like the media and everything. And I don't have like a blocker to, have someone to be the bearer of bad news and say no, but like I was just doing media left, right, and I didn't even have time to like prepare the way that I would normally like to prepare. I got 9 holes in with Joseph Bramlett on Tuesday, and that was my prep work. Like that's crazy. But meanwhile, when I'm doing, and I hopefully I'm not coming across as like I'm ungrateful for not being in that media and whatnot, because me personally, I'm not in it for the fame, but I do
Right.
love getting the exposure out so this can inspire the next person to just pick up a club and go from there. So with that being said, yeah, it was just
Absolutely.
organized chaos, man. I was just doing media left, right, and I just wasn't turning anything down because I felt as though for the next person that's, well, let's just say hopefully I get in it again, that route, but like even the next person or the next people, 15 years, 20 years
Yeah.
down the road, like just leading by an example and setting a good example of like, okay, this is, a nice young man who's, who carries himself well and talks to the people and gives people their time of day because they're coming out to see the players. Like if we don't have the fans, then the people that support us, then what, then the sponsorship dollars and all that stuff kind of goes down. So I guess I'm a little cognizant of just trying to be present and just be mindful of how I come across, and that's one of the things that I had a tough time balancing, was the prep work. So moving forward, I definitely have a different approach going in. But to answer your question, how I would like to prep, maybe we can go with that. It would be, just getting a feel of the course. Even though I played it, the week before, getting my lines. The course conditions completely changed. Like the greens are firm and fast, the fairways run a little bit more, the rough grows up a little bit higher, and having a solid, game plan of playing my percentages, being a better job at course strategy and just always trying to just get 1% better, making those little tweaks that you need to make, whether it be a putting, chipping, like as long as you're playing golf and trying to play at the highest level, it's always a process. You're always trying to constantly get better and evolve, and that's not going to stop until you stop picking up the club. Yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well said. Well said. And I can see what you mean when you say you're not trying to sound like that guy, but you did what you were supposed to do. You entertained the media, you got yourself out there, you exposed. And I feel like for us, man, the only thing that helps us get past that and get better is doing it more. So you just got to put yourself in that situation more often so you know how to balance media and preparation, because when we're not there, and then we get an opportunity to be there, it's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I need to be in this media, but I also need
Yeah.
to be practicing, but I don't want to make the media mad. I don't want to turn down this opportunity for exposure. So so it's just being there more. So the more that you put yourself in that situation, the more the balance and the preparation will come for you. Say, okay, I got media at 10, I'm gonna play my practice round, and I got some more media, then I'm gonna
I
go
feel
putt,
you, but
and
just like more
it's
context
that's all
because
it
I've
is.
had those
That's all it
experiences
is.
when it comes to playing in the PGA Championships. I feel as though this one was a little bit different because everything kind of just kept snowballing, like the snowball effect. Like for those who don't know, like I think I did like a couple interviews, like I did one interview on the Golf Channel, and that I don't know how it transpired or how it went into effect, but then like ESPN called and like, hey, can we do an interview? You can't turn down ESPN. Like, what are we talking about? What we talking about, right? So like then I had to do that, and blessed to do that, right? And not every like even I'm crazy to think like, yo, I can't believe I've been on ESPN. And it's not even like, a quick little 30-second, like I was on it for like 10 minutes. Like what golfer is being on that for 10 minutes? You know what I'm saying? So it's like blessed to have that experience. And just it was just one after another, like those instances just kind of kept happening, and I was like, I mean, I gotta like I will say like you can get a little lost in your like the I don't say the riffraff, but just the chaos of what you're actually there for, and it's like, bruh, it's a lot more difficult, like being like, you know, dealing with the media and everything, because like you were just saying, just getting your reps and stuff like that. And that's just me personally, like that just causes so much anxiety. I'm through the roof. Like me even doing this, I'm like, like, bro, I'm on edge, right? But like when I get inside the ropes, I'm like, bro, I can breathe. This is what I know. This is what I'm used to. This is my element, right? So yeah, as you said, I'm pretty sure that just like anything else, the more reps you do, you get better at it. And I'm pretty sure I'll just try to figure out how to, you know, navigate, or even just, you know, getting a team to, you know, help navigate me through that, because that's very important to have. What I've noticed inside the ropes as well too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. For sure. A man with your experience can definitely speak volumes of what you just said more than I definitely can, because I hadn't been in that situation as of yet. So, but yeah, I received that. MP the Barber 24 wants to know, do you see yourself giving back to young golfers in your community?
What kind of question is that?
Like your Tiger Woods
I mean, I don't mean that no disrespect, but like, yo, that's something I've always wanted to do. Like I always wanted to have like a foundation, and like I said, like having that experience from Tiger Woods, and I do that as well too. Like, you know, working at the Golf Depot and seeing the next up and coming, you know, generation, and just getting kids clubs in their hand and saying golf is fun, and just giving like that aha moment like I had, like when I first got the ball up in the air and they're hooked and they're ready to go. But yeah, of course, like I mean, that's like when we talk about like purpose, that's something I would love to do and change the game as well too once I get inside the ropes. But that's for later on. Stay tuned on that. Got to play the game to change the game.
No doubt, man. No doubt. You're that's exactly right, and that's what we doing, man. One stroke at a time. That's one stroke at a time, man. Well, I am so glad we had the opportunity to do this tonight, man. Even though technology did not want us to be great, brother. Man, it was very challenging at the beginning. We got started quite late, but we got started. And we about to be finished, so the devil couldn't hold us back, brother. We prevailed, man. Yes, he is. Yes. Now, are you coming to the next APGA event down in Jacksonville?
Kind of tell me where my whereabouts are and what I'm gonna be doing and everything. We're gonna discuss about that after. But to answer your question on the live moment, I will be present and accounted for. You know what I'm saying? So. See, here we go. Man.
Okay. Now, how about the Ocala? The Ocala Open.
Have to put me on game. I don't know about that.
Directly after that.
Okay, gotcha. It's right after.
I will. I will. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
I mean,
I gotta get my Google
the very next day.
So, yeah. Appreciate you putting me in the rotation. That's it. TBD.
Okay.
I'll be there. Yep.
No doubt.
Woo!
Man. TBD. Okay. Yeah, and that's a 3-day event too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
54 whole day walking event. So that's a good one to get in. Yeah, man. Well, man, you got anything else for me, man? Any sponsors you want to shout out? You know, I know you said you're from the east side of Ohio, you know, and I think you like Michael Jordan. Like, I think Jordan was like one of your favorite ball players.
Yeah, Jordan.
You know, east side,
James,
Jordan.
Mike Conley, I was keep
just
on going. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you wanted to say something.
Did we say east side? No, seriousness. I appreciate, you know, all the sponsors who you know, helped me along my journey, whether it be a short term or, you know, even want to continue on the journey. I know the saga is going to continue, and I'm blessed to see what this season has to offer. And yeah, we on the bigger and better things. I appreciate you putting up with me as always when we do this. So my man, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot.
Brother, you already know what it is.
East side.
You already know, man. Well, I appreciate
I'm playing with you.
Okay, what is?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a little
I
I know the technology, the communication.
Did you say east side?
Yeah, east side. Over there, that way. Yeah. There it is. You got it. Yeah, you know the vibe. Yeah, you know the vibe. Yeah.
Something like that right there.
Right. We there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just Yeah,
Yes,
I've
sir.
heard
And
of him.
oh, Exeter.
Shout out to my
Yeah,
boy
yeah, of course.
O and the
Exeter
whole
Group,
team over at
who,
Eastside,
you know,
man.
showed love. I
Anybody
met
else?
at TPC Sawgrass, and that was, you know, a blessing. Like you had this, you know, great young man who's in the health industry, and he is also like a one of one, and just him giving me his inner battles of just like uh, his journey along, and it lets me know that it's kind of like universal in a sense. Even though we're in the golf space, like it happens everywhere as well too. So like, man, like shout out to Exeter Group for showing love, and
God.
yeah, man, yeah, yeah, appreciate you.
That's what's
Oh,
up, man. Well, Wyatt,
thank
man,
you.
we're gonna let you get back to the rest of your evening, man. We appreciate you. Definitely a tour talk for the ages, brother. I look forward to seeing you in a
Major
couple
piece
of
of
weeks
blessings,
at the
man. Well,
next event,
hopefully this
man.
might
And
be in
until
your good
then, peace
graces
and
where I can
blessings,
get
my
that
brother.
practice round in. So maybe, I don't know.
Oh man, you know, if I'm lucky enough,
Here we
you know,
go.
it don't usually be a spot for me when you add the other
Okay.
guys in there,
All right.
you
Well,
know.
worst comes to worst, we'll be on
So
the front
hopefully
end.
it'll be room for little old me, man. But before we get out of here, I just want to shout out. I want to shout out the sponsors for the APGA Tour one more time
Farmers,
before we get out of
MasterCard.
here, man, because we couldn't do it without you guys, man. Just Farmers Insurance, Worldwide Technology, Cisco, Lexus, PGA Tour, MasterCard, ADP, and Encore, the number one ball on our tour. So we appreciate y'all, man, for being the official baller sponsor of our tour, man. And thank you all for what you do and allowing us to chase our dreams, one tournament at a time, one stroke at a time.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you all my viewers for hanging in here with us, man. Appreciate y'all questions and y'all engagement, man. We look forward to seeing y'all as we go further into the season. Support us if we come near your city. We're going to be looking for y'all, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Wyatt.